Shannon and Eric, her husband, is like amazing. He gets on stage, he dances. They have advanced to three-star elite.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Guys, we're so excited. We couldn't have done it, obviously, without her. But Adrian, George, Christine, everyone on her team, there's so much to this. I want all of you to understand last year, 3 days before, she trusted me. And I will forever be grateful that she trusted me to come to conference. But I want you guys to know Shannon was number 40. I think this is important. Number 40 of a personal recruit.
Mhm.
Just keep going. It doesn't happen overnight, but you have to just keep going, keep going. But honestly, y'all, all I did was introduce her to this company. She did all the work. She got all the people. I mean, some of you know I was pulling my hair out because Shannon's calm. And I go, Christine, I know what she can do. Christine's like, the molecule saying, calm down, Antoinette, calm down. But the truth is, you guys know she is such a hard worker. I have evidence of us laughing, looking at a piece of paper of her team. And I'm like, Shannon, you got to get somebody on the other side. Like, look at this paper. I have evidence of saying, oh my gosh, what is going on? But what was going on is that she was being the most incredible leader while being an incredible mom, an incredible grandmom, running businesses, taking care of everyone. And in the end, I want you guys to know not only her team, but everyone, so many of you. And I'll give this lesson later if we get to it, but everyone came together. But Shannon, it's because of what you've always done. It didn't just happen in these last 3 days. It's years and years and years of you giving to others.
Mhm.
God doesn't ever forget anything. So I want to introduce
Twice.
our three-star elite, Shannon and Eric.
Gosh.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Antoinette, stop making me cry. I don't
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Ah, well, that everybody just, our whole team, I mean, they're just phenomenal. The whole team. And we just got off the other call, but honestly, it started with a core group, which was with Kathy and Astrid and Elizabeth and Narisa and Tammy. We kind of core grouped it and made such an impact. Really, Elizabeth's idea on that. And I was like, hey, let us join. Let's go. And we just kind of, over the last 3 months, it's been like a marathon. It has been a marathon. And, obviously all the grace and just God holding our hand through every piece of it in moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And over the last 48 hours, I mean, Adrian, George, or 30, I don't even know how many hours to tell you the truth, but we were on the plane delay, almost missed our plane. It was just crazy. And I have to tell you, everybody from this call, like I've learned so much. One person in particularly that stands out to me when she speaks is Cindy. Like I really connected to her training. And so these calls and what George and Adrian and Christine, this is like our lifeline. This is really the lifeline to every morning. So I think like if I could say one thing, your lifeline is getting on these calls, staying plugged in so you can stay motivated, stay inspired, right? Like our inspiration. But so many people came through at the last minute. I was telling the story of Kathy and just that last text that came in, and I was like, I had told Eric, I said, I think we're done. Like, I can't do anymore. Like, I'm just exhausted. And sure enough, then Kevin calls me and he's like, I've got two people. And it's just, it's such an emotional roller coaster. I would be talking to Adrian and I'm like, Adrian, and she's like, you can do it, Shannon. And I'm like, oh my gosh, go. And I'm like, go where? I'm like sitting at home looking at the lake, going, oh my God, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And God is so good. God is so good. Like in every moment, though, I want you to know, like, I could feel his presence over me. Like, I was never like, at like, it just was the weirdest. It was, I could almost say like an out of body experience, even though all this was going on. And Taylor was here because Olivia's on the road coming back. They took the boys to Mount Rushmore, but Taylor was here and she's like, well, you could do this. And she was helping me strategize. And I'm like, but through it all, like it wasn't super, super stressful. It was just, I knew somehow God was gonna like, Kathy's really good at doing that with me. She's like, God will get it. You're good, Shannon. And I'm like, am I? Am I good? And it just, it was so everybody, connected and said, how are you doing? Or can I do one little box? We were sitting with Mike and Robin, and Mike's like, we just did our order. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and I know people were truly in tight, tight spots. I knew they were. And like I said this morning, I'm one of those people who do not ask for help. I've run my own company for 20 years. I'm the helper. I am always the one who figures it out for people. But they were so coming through with figuring it out, and I just appreciate you all. Like if you had a moment of like, can I help? I thank you. And in the future, you'll have those moments of, can I help? And it's so cool, the community that starts with Adrian and George, right? The community that starts with them that they've built here, passed down to Christine, passed down to Antoinette, and then through our lineage, but obviously there's others. And had they not said yes, we would not have this opportunity. So thank you so much to the two of you and all that you did, and the trip you took out to see Christine. And because you took that trip and you didn't go to your family reunion, George, then, then because of just all the yeses and the extra little bit, right? The extras. And then David and Christine, they're so inspirational. My husband just loved David. And being able to connect with, all the people at conference. And it was like, I can tell you, I have never been thanked from the stage ever in 20 years, and I have worked for thousands of people in another platform. I've never once was my company recognized, was I given any credit, and that's why I'm so clear to thank my girls, because they literally, we ask for them to do something and they do it. Do sometimes we have like, hey, we're working kids and we're working things, but oh my gosh, they're like on it and they're completing it and they're helping my whole team. And that's one thing I'll always do is give credit to my assistants, because those assistants are honestly the backbone. We may be the ones out there working, and I consider that the fun piece. Like that's the fun piece of getting to hang out, talk, chit chat, do all that. Who wants to go do the assistant stuff? I mean, I know that's what I do, but it's a lot of work. And so even though we may be the dream up of it, the people who complete all that back end work are what they just make the thing run, right? It's just running. So I'm really good about saying thank you to Olivia and Taylor. Taylor puts in a lot of time for us to do that. So just, it's the whole collective, I don't know if you call it area. I don't know what you call it here, right? Like, but the collectiveness of, hey, how's it going? And the text I got yesterday and the day before, and what are you doing? And, how can I help? And, oh, I'm gonna order a box. I'm like, cool, a box is great. Like every single little thing that was done from the beginning to the end of, when we really started in January, because that's really true. When Christine said this morning, we really started about the end of January in San Antonio, right? I think we went, well, was it Houston? Where did we go? We were
Austin.
Austin. Okay.
There
We
was
were in Austin.
Adrian and George.
Yeah,
And
we left.
Kathy.
I was in San Antonio. Kathy came, and I had a few other. I think the kids came. I'm not sure who was all there that day, but that was the beginning of it. It was the end of January. So, and in what? January, February, March, April, May, June. So in 5 months, here we are with a little short of 500 people in our downline, and way over if you look at the inclusive of other people's. Like we're at 6 or 7 now. So, but we definitely are 500 strong in that short time. And that is all my team. They are busting it. Like they have plans, focus. Everybody's amazing here, but you know how you always go, my kids are the best. My team is the best. That's how you feel. Like they're my babies. And, I will bend over backwards to help them in any way I can. So, but really, everybody above me, but Adrienne, yesterday. Thank you so much. I know I was crying on the phone with her, and she was probably like, this girl, she needs to get it together. But I was tired. I was really tired. So,
Shannon, I'd love
Yeah.
a few seconds just to jump in here real quick and just share a little bit about the emotional roller coaster that we decided to go on right after convention together. And really your whole entire team who rallied behind it, from Christine to Antoniette, who wanted us for you so bad. Also jumping on the call with Mike and Astrid and Kathy Freeman, and just see the all out massive action from your team to help you achieve this goal. And at the end of the day, it's all you. Like, you made a decision. You've been building a big team, like you said, since January. Yes, it was Austin, because I remember you sitting there going, wait a minute, I need to know more about the comp plan. We went through the details with you. And I loved it. I loved every minute of the last 48 hours, even the most stressful parts too, where I knew that it was a lot for you. And for a second there, I actually wanted to quit too for a second, because I was like, I think I might be pushing her too hard. And I know that there's a lot going on. And I was just like, please God, let Shannon be able to complete this goal, not just for her, but for her team, so that she can show that it can be done in 5-6 months. For first, second, leaders go first. And we made that commitment. And I was like, you have so many incredible human beings who've said yes to you already that need to see you win too, so that they can win next. And so I knew that that's kind of what we needed to push for. And yeah, it really was. I mean, I think I was literally praying. I'm like, please let me not let this be the right thing. And I'll tell you guys, it's always a push pull, right? When you're moving forward to something, you get a little bit of a push pull. And I was like, who can I call? What can I do? Let's do this. And I mean, Kathy, I just want to, my hat goes out to you, best call ever. I jumped on for 5 minutes to give a shout out to everybody. You teed that call like an absolute rock star. Mike, Astrid, to see you guys on there supporting it and being like, yep, we're doing this. It's happening. It's happening. We were all in. Like you said, Shannon, your collective was all in that this was already done. And this is the beginning. And so you guys all acted as if, and there's something really to be said about manifesting a certain position, manifesting a rank, manifesting the next goal by being all in that collectively. I know that a lot of the girls from New Jersey too were behind it. I know Nicole and everyone's like, oh, she's gonna do it. I just know it. I mean, all of them were just so excited for you to do this. And really that's what it's about. It is about that. It is about all of us, getting excited after something. But Shannon, I just want to say, it wouldn't have happened had you not said, this is my next goal. I mean, you really did. Like you painted the picture. You said, this is what I'm going to do next. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is her window. I just knew it. I knew this was your window because of convention and the time and then summer coming up and all this stuff. I'm like, if we don't push now, we're going to be waiting till next January and I don't want to do that. Right. So we pushed and you were further away than I thought. And I think that's why I felt guilty for a second. I told Antoinette this. I said, Antoinette, I went and I ran the numbers. I thought that she was like 6,800. No, no, no. She was a little bit further than that. And then I felt so bad. I was like, let's go. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be more of a marathon than I thought, over the next 48 hours. But truly, truly so grateful for you. And thank you for being willing. And I think that's the key, right? The key is to be willing and willing to run, and your whole team was willing, and you did it.
Yeah.
So congratulations. And like, I absolutely adore all of you. You guys were just rock stars and awesome. And now Shannon's done elite. That means that she gets to go 4-star, and then all of you guys get to go elite, right? And everyone moves forward together. And then next it'll be your elite, and your people will go elite, and then 4-star, right? And so on and so forth. And so, you guys, it's just, it's so fun. This business is so fun. And yeah, we have our emotional moments. And when Shannon, when you were crying, I was like, I remember at one point I was like, Marta, I think she's going to be crying. And I told you that, and you're like, well, I haven't cried yet. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm crying now. You're like, now I'm crying. This is getting rough. And I'm like, I know, but we got this. Let's go. So it's been fun and it's been a journey. And I'm so excited that you did it so you can turn around and help others on your team do the same. And so we're all here for you guys. And yeah, I just love every single one of you. And you're talking about like everyone being your kids, and you are all our family, George and I's family, and you guys said yes to this, and I think we take that very seriously to make sure that those who got their hand up saying, I'm ready, take me, let's go, that we do that with you together.
Yeah, very quick, my 30 seconds here. I called Christine, and she said, yeah, everybody's working. And then she showed me Elizabeth working and calling people, etc., in the backyard of the house. I mean, yeah, it was an incredible team effort, and I congratulate everybody. And by the way, when she talked about kids, something when I was a kid, I was always excited was to see the Brady Bunch, the little squares. I said, one day I want to do that. Yes, we have it now. We have the Brady Bunch here. But anyway, Antoniette, thank you very much.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
I think, Christine, we're going to let you talk,
Christine,
but George and Adrian, you have no idea how much you helped yesterday, because the big deal is how much do you push someone?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to step out of it. And you guys know, because of my son, I'm protected of some things. And I was just so not wanting to push Shannon over the edge, because I can do that, y'all. You know that. But Adrian and George, it was like they were a tag team. Adrian would call Shannon, George would call me. I think he was checking on me to make sure I was okay. But I would get off the phone with Shannon and cry because I didn't quite know if I should push or pull. And so I want you two to know, and Christine, we couldn't have done it without you, because we needed your leadership. I want you guys to know you have to have people that have done it before. You have to have people that know what they're doing. You think you know what you're doing, but yesterday I didn't know what to do. And Christine, George, and Adrian knew what to do. And that's the magic of this company. They knew where we needed to do and to be. And George, I knew what you were doing when he called me. It was like he was checking on me. So, Christine, we'd love for you to close this out, because you're the molecule. Get it going.
Well, I thank you, Antoniette, and I understand what Antoniette was saying, and we all know, because we love Shannon, but we all know she has a brain tumor. And so we're very careful. We know she wants it. We want her to have it. But as she said, I have to really watch my time. in her house. So we're on this, we want her to have success, but we don't want to push her over the edge. Everybody got that? But she wanted it, so we're going in this, that's where Antoniette was. And I said, well, it'll all work out the way we'll just watch those numbers. And Adrian and George were right there with us, calling the company, make sure we get the numbers right and this and that. And so we worked as a collective team, but I am so, so proud of Shannon because she never gave up. And really the whole message here, she went to the event last year, convention, 3 days before Antoniette got her there. She came back and then had health issues for the next 6 months. But into January, we invited her when I was in Austin with Antoniette and George and Adrian. She brought Kathy and some of her daughters, some of her assistants. And she said, and Kathy was asking questions, no, wait, stop. I'm going to answer this. I don't understand this and then. And then all of a sudden they took off. Yeah. And then here came Astrid, had to answer questions. There's a message, what I'm going to teach you on this right now. And then Elizabeth came in April. You see, it's the collective was starting, but you don't need 100 million people. You need 2 or 3 great leaders on each side. Because I've said it, is that's what we talk about, board of directors. So she has 3 great people. I mean, there's many great people, but that are really pushing it. Maybe 3, 4 people that are bringing the people in. And, and so now they're up to 500. They're all pushing towards their own goals. One great leader will bring in 1,000 people, not just talking about the product and come and try it out. Well, yes, we do. That's all part of it. Everybody uses the product. But if you're focused on finding those leaders, then you can go faster. So really, the end of January, in 5 months, you got to 3-star elite. So it doesn't take forever. So now don't beat yourself up. Oh, I've been in a year, 2 years. I'm still not even to 3-star pro or 3-star. It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you finish. But you just don't have the right people. That's all. You don't have the right leadership. So I want you to focus on thinking, who do I know? All your customers. Call them up and say, we're looking for leaders. Maybe you've not even talked about that. Maybe you've just been so focused on the product. And if they're not, that's great. They're part of the collective whole. But you need to be focused on building leaders. Now, what is so great about this marketing plan? Unlike my last platform, we all know the pink company, when I would build a leader, I want you to all imagine, here's this big tree, this big area, and you build a leader, they pull out. What would have happened as of today? 500 people would have been pulled out of my tree, and I would have dropped in percentage on that mass of people. Instead of getting 13%, I would drop to 4%, and I would have to replace those 500 people to now get 13% on this volume. Here, nothing happened. All the people stay there. You still get all that cycle money. This is huge. But also on top of that, now Antoniette is getting 30% on her $2,200 check. That's $600 on a matching check. Think about that. But it's not only Antoniette, I get 15%. That's great on that matching check. And George gets 10% on the matching check. We're getting paid in the cycle money, but we got those also. So we're all one team. We're all working together. There's no trying to pass somebody up or jealous of somebody. No, we're all working as a collective team because nobody gets hurt. We all help each other. And it's not just Shannon's people that came in. It was because we were building also, the rest of us were building down below, bringing people in that helped her and her team. And all that volume flows up. And when you understand It's a collective unit thing. So that's why we were all like, ooh, we all got to help Shannon get there, because leading by example, nobody follows a parked car. Everybody needs to pull up. She needed to pull it up the show. It could be done. Adrian was absolutely correct. Leading by example. I did it. 5 months. Okay. Next, Elizabeth, Astrid, Kathy, and all the rest. The new ones coming in, Mike Eller, and Robin, all the new people coming in. Now they say, oh, my goal, I got to get 3-star. I got to get 3-star pro. So she's moving this mass of people. Elizabeth will be up 3-star pro, Kathy, Astrid, and then that'll be pushing her now up to 4-star, because she's reaching down and helping them. You're always building behind. And when you hit a rank, you don't sit down. You don't sit down and say, oh, I've arrived. You lose your momentum. You lose your momentum. When you have momentum going, you got to keep going. You can't rest. It's like an airplane taking a lot of fuel to get off that ground, but it takes more in the beginning. But once you get up in the air and you've got all these leaders pushing you, it's easier. You know, I know George and Adrian like to have me and all my leaders because this helps them. You know, it makes it, and they like those matching checks, and they're here every morning with this wonderful platform. And I agree. I mean, thank you, George. Adrian, thank you for allowing him to come see me when I said, I don't know, well, George, if you want to come out, I want you to come see me. I didn't say I don't want to do a Zoom. I said, I want to see you in person. And so he leaves about this time of year, you know, it was this time, and they were going to a reunion. And I said, well, you know what? I would like to hear about it. I trust you, George. I know who you are. So he drives 6 hours, 7 hours to come and see me, and leaves Adrian at home or at the reunion, and comes and maps out. I said, whoa, I get these numbers. My other platform, I would have lost money by spinning off Shannon and Eric. I would have lost money. Not here. I didn't lose anything. I'm just gaining, and for the future. And all of you have the same marketing plan. So if you're going to work for some goal, you want to make sure you have the right marketing plan. You know, this is important. You know, there's other comp plans out there. I've seen them all. And George especially knows every comp plan in the universe. But this is an awesome thing. And we just congratulate Shannon and their team and all of the stars coming up. And it couldn't have been done without Astrid, Elizabeth, Kathy, all of these people. It was a collective force. We all worked together to push up. And I am so, so proud of each and every one of you for not giving up and keeping going. But the best is yet to come, right? And just keep that in I want you to visualize when you're building these people, they're going to stay with you in that tree and never leave. George, I'm turning it over to you.
Yes, very quick, because everything has been said. But I again, congratulations to everybody, to of course Shannon and Christine and Antoniette and Astrid and her husband and Elizabeth and Kathy Freeman. I remember when she came to the meeting here in Austin, she was asking so many questions. And look, she's here. She's going to be a super leader too.
Yes.
But anyway, it is so exciting to see this, and all of you are going to go through those ranks if you go for it. It's 3-star pro, 3-star elite. Imagine we are making so much noise about 3-star elite. Imagine what we are going to do when you become a 4-star and a 5-star and a 6-star. Wow. As a matter of fact, we are thinking something big for 6-stars. It's an idea that Eden and I had, and this is going to be huge. When I mean huge, huge. But anyway, get ready, because we have the tools. We have that AI thing. It's amazing. I've been playing with it. Actually, I use it a few times already. Even the new app of three, the new things that they are amazing. The product is amazing. I think they are putting crack here because I love it. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, it's amazing, and congratulate everybody that's here on the screen. Everybody. Doesn't matter if you are or you are not in your team. It's an effort of all the energy that everybody's putting here, and that's why I'm so excited. Anybody wants to ask something before we go?
George, if you would just quickly remind everybody about the contest,
That's what I was gonna say. George, do you want me to go over? I don't know if he was on. George, the change that the company made? I wanted to talk about that.
yeah.
So yesterday,